Greetings. I am the Golf City fan. I want to tell you, I'm here to bring you some of the weirdest things I find on YouTube. Flat earthers, talking chicken, Runmug the orc. Some of it is totally unbelievable. Well, there's no sense beating around the bush. Let's get right to it with this first little piece of flat earth nonsense that I found on the internet.
Hey guys, gals. Hold on, let me adjust my music real quick. Okay, all right everyone, it's what, March 4th, 2018. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Cypress, Texas. Welcome everyone. If you're joining, kick back and relax. If you're joining, welcome everyone. I see you guys jumping on, thumbs up. You guys are reading the title and research certain things that I wanted to investigate in. Now, don't get me wrong, ever since I was 8 years old, I was a very sensitive kid. You know, I knew the world that was being taught to us was filled with lies. I just didn't know where to start, you know, because you're so young, you know, you're born into a system filled with separation and division and competition and getting good grades, and you're building a system where your parents are teaching you that you have to become a really good repeater. You have to study and study and study your textbooks and schools and universities, and you have to get good grades so you can get a scholarship and go to a university to become a corporate agent and an employee to work for the system, to repeat the same cycle over and over again for your family. But that didn't really feel comfortable for me, and that's one of the major reasons why I decided to become an entrepreneur, because I wanted my freedom. I wanted my freedom to hold myself accountable, take responsibility of my life, and become my own scientist, become my own teacher. I had this deep emotional desire at a very young age to know truth. I wanted to know truth at a very deep soul place. And I felt like I wasn't getting truth from our television, from movies, from governments, from our teachers, from our textbooks, from my coaches that I grew up with. I just felt like I wasn't getting truth. But you know, you're so young, you don't know where to start. You don't know where to start. All I knew is that the world was completely messed up. It was completely messed up, and I was messed up with it. You know, I was completely messed up with it. So you know, that there's a little bit introduction. Now I'm also going to give a disclaimer. Now we are going to talk about the flat earth model, and this video is going to last probably for an hour or so. So if you don't have time to kick back and relax, just come back later and watch the recording. Okay? You know, there's never demands or expectations on forcing something onto someone. Just because I believe something, or just because you believe something and I don't believe something, there's never expectations that you need to believe my belief systems. Okay? That's one of the major screw-ups in this world, is that most people don't respect people's free choice and free will to create what they want to create or live how they want to live. It doesn't matter what religion they're a part of, what sexuality they are. It doesn't matter what company they're with. Most people don't respect free will and free choice. So there's a disclaimer. Another disclaimer is that I'm going to emotionally trigger a lot of people watching this video. You might feel angry at times. Now, if you feel angry at me and you want to, blast me and try to defame my character and name call me and become very emotionally abusive or verbally abusive, this is my recommendations. I'm not forcing anyone to watch this video. Okay, you're making free choices based on your free will to watch this video. I guarantee most of you will be emotionally triggered in anger. Now, if you feel angry, please don't abuse the messenger or anyone on this chat that might message. Okay, please be responsible, mature, loving adults and just remove yourself from the video and process your anger and fully feel it. Okay. I started investigating the flat earth model. Hold on real quick. I gotta change this music. This music is killing me right now. Okay. So, I've been investigating the flat earth model for about 14 months now. Now, I do consider myself very intelligent. I do consider myself very emotionally aware. I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm aware of my physical senses, my emotional senses, and my spiritual senses. I do consider myself very intelligent when it comes to physical sensories and our surroundings and our environment. Now, growing up as a kid, I didn't gravitate to school. I was very bored in school. I felt like as a kid growing up, one of the reasons why I didn't study as much and didn't want to become such a repeater like everyone else is because I just felt like there was a lot of misinformation that was purposely designed to misguide children. And I felt that at a very young age. So I didn't get really good grades. I was a BC student. So I didn't really, I didn't really have a strong desire to study textbooks. And I didn't really have a strong desire to go to a university. The only real reason why I went to a university and went to college is because I was a very athletically talented individual. And when I graduated high school in 2000 in Gilbert, Arizona, at Highland High School, got to give a shout out to Highland High. When I graduated in 2000, I could have went to a university, or I could have walked on to Arizona State University and played football there. But I actually took a year off. And the major reason why I took a year off school is because I did not like school. I just felt like we were being lied to in so many different directions. And most of you know this as well too. That's why most of you gravitate to my videos. That's why this law of attraction of this community that we've created together, of giving and receiving information, that's why a lot of you are attracted to what I'm about and who I am. Because if you resonate with this video, you kind of felt the same way too as a kid. But you didn't really know how to explain. Is because of 9/11. 9/11 happened, and it triggered me emotionally in so many different directions. Because the moment 9/11 happened and supposed airplanes flew into two towers, and somehow these two towers simultaneously fell down, very organized and structured, like a purposely designed. research, and I think everyone should. I think everyone should take the time to do their own individual research and investigate what's true and what's not true. Don't believe what I say. Don't believe anything what I say. Okay, I'm just a messenger. We're both students and teachers. Students and teachers believe anything anyone tells me unless I test it out myself. Now, don't get me wrong. I will take people's counsel and advice. Of course. I will take your counsel and advice. I will respectably listen to your belief systems and opinions. Of course. But I will always test everything myself and figure out myself. Because why? Because I desire to be my own doctor. I desire to be my own teacher. I desire to be my own spiritual teacher. I desire to be my own scientist. I desire to be my own author. My own captain of my ship. That's what I desire. Let's talk about the flat earth model now. So with all of that I've been learning in the past 20 years, I have a broad scope of, wow, most of the information that has been taught to me has been lies. So when flat earth came into my arena 14 months ago, and I saw it on a YouTube video, and I was like, what? What? Really? No. And it was an interview by Dave Murphy. Dave Murphy. He's an African American, beautiful guy, great intelligent guy. And he was being interviewed by an older gentleman. He was overweight, had long hair. I forgot his name. But it was a great interview because it made me question things about the world we live in. And I was like, no, this can't be right. And Dave was giving example after example in this hour and 15-minute interview presentation type thing, and he was talking about it all. And I was like, there's no way that, NASA has lied to us. There's no way that governments have lied to us on this. There's no way that they've lied to us about the world we live on. And I wanted to debunk the flat earth model. So I was like, okay. I'm digging what Dave is saying in this interview. I'm digging it. Like, I'm intuitively feeling like some sort of connection here, like he's on to something. But there's no way we live on a flat earth. Based on what I know, based on what was taught to me in my science books. So after watching that, you know what I did? I said, I'm going to find a picture. Trust me, we can just go to Google, right? We can go to Google, and I'm going to find a picture of the Earth in space looking down on us. There has to be hundreds, if not thousands, of legitimate, real pictures. We have the technology, everyone. We have the technology, especially now. We have the technology, right? There should be thousands of pictures from space, looking down, picture of Earth. We've been to space, right? We landed on the moon, right? We have astronauts that went through the Van Belt, right? They traveled. We have thousands of satellites, right? We have supposed thousands of satellites. There should be at least hundreds of real pictures of Earth from space. So what I did was I got on Google and I said, looking for pictures of Earth from space. And I got like lots of pictures of Earth, of these images. And I'm looking at these images and I'm like, wait a minute. Like, these are not real. Like, these are computer graphic images. No, I want real images. Like, if I'm gonna take a picture of my family, I need a composite of a real picture of Earth from space. Like, we can do it. We have the technology. We should have thousands of pictures from different angles, from different sides, from above, from below, to right, to left, from different views. Like, we do this here on our land when we like safari trips and when we're in hot air balloons or when we're in airplanes, when we're on top of mountains. We have different angles of viewpoints of Earth. We should have different angles and viewpoints of Earth from space. But why am I not getting any accurate, real pictures on Google? Why? So I'm looking and I'm scanning through these freaking pictures. 14 months ago, I'm scanning and I'm getting this like overwhelming feeling of like, oh my God, we've been lied to about where we live on. We've been lied to. I'm not saying the world's flat, but as I'm scanning these pictures, I'm like, these bastards that control NASA and get paid $19 billion a year from citizens that pay their taxes are creating fakery. They're creating computer graphic images, paintings. They're creating images like they're creating images and computer graphic images on Hollywood movies. And then I'm like, why are we not getting real pictures? And then I see a picture of like 1976, right? From an astronaut. Dude, I don't know these astronaut names. I don't care about their names. I don't care about times or dates. All I know at this particular time is that these are lying fools. And we're going to get into a why. So just that evidence alone of going on Google, just that evidence alone. I don't need to be a mathematician. I don't need to be an astronomer. I don't need to be some sort of IT technician. I don't need to be some sort of a professional geographer. Like, I don't need to know any of that. Why in the heck don't we have thousands of real pictures of Earth from space? That one clue told me right there that, oh my goodness, everything that I learned in my science books about space is lies. And I'm going to have to unlearn or unlearn what I've learned. And I'm going to have to do that with my science books as well. The science of space. I'm going to have to unlearn that, because we should have a real picture on Google. Go right now. Whoever, you're going to be watching this video.
Now I'll be joined by my friend, the Talking Chicken, because he makes just about as much sense out of this stuff as I do.
Hello, Fime. দেখো আমি কথা বলতে পারছি ফাইম তোমাকে ঈদ মোবারক.
Well put, Chicken. I couldn't have said it better myself. I think it's time for a word from our sponsor, Muriel Cigars. Take it away, Rumug.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender. Good that you're the Muriel cigar-smoking kind. So let me get right to the point. You're right in style when you're in Muriel's company. Hey, big spender, spend a little dime with me. Hey, big spender, spend a little dime with me.
Internet blood sports is the new thing, but I don't really see too much blood on them. It's just a bunch of people calling each other names, so we're not even going to bother with that stuff. Instead, we'll look for some funny memes. I like memes. Do you like memes?
You literally made Incinerator! Oh my fucking god.
What? That's
You built Auschwitz on
not-
our mine.
It's an amusement park.
You built Auschwitz on our Minecraft server!
Hey,
I was gonna build like a fucking farm here, and you built Auschwitz!
we don't name names of what it is. It's an amusement park.
Very well put indeed. What do you think of Rum Muggy Orc? I mean, I think he's kind of funny. Him, the Beardbarian, Thraxor the Bearded, they're all a bunch of barbarians. Rape, pillage, and maim. Are you keeping up with the Golf City cartoons? There should be a new one coming out pretty soon. I can't wait. I can't wait. Did you see the movies? They won't really let me in. Even though, as you can see, I'm one of their biggest fans. And now, a little music. Well, I told you it was just a little music. Wait till you get to a word from our sponsors.
Dinosaurs.
I'm crazy.
Dinosaurs, really not.
I don't trust that shit.
You
don't
believe
trust
in
T-Rex?
dinosaurs.
I love that Triceratops because everybody loves when the Triceratops fights the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Everybody's rooting for the Triceratops.
Right.
If you're rooting for the Tyrannosaurus Rex in that epic battle,
You're an
you're a
asshole.
douchebag.
Right, you're right.
So you
I agree
dig
with
those?
you.
Like, what about woolly mammoth?
I would say yes.
Oh, yeah, we have one. You pull out, God damn.
Yeah, it's a fucking elephant. You know what I mean? It's a fucking elephant.
they have
You know what a
fossilized
Tyrannosaurus Rex
ones.
is?
No, they
figured out
have a new one where they're going to bring it back.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus
DNA.
Rex is
Yeah.
a giant kangaroo. That's what it is. That's my guess. Look at it. It looks exactly the same. It's got a tail, hops around on two legs. That's a fucking. They found a giant kangaroo, and when they figured it out, they go, "Dude, it's a kangaroo." They're like, "Shut the
scales.
fuck up."
Well, that's going to be about it for today's show. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Come back. Next time we'll have even more bull stuff for you to watch. I have to go watch Golf City right now, otherwise I'd hang out longer. You guys all have fun and make sure you watch and subscribe to Golf City. So long. Bye.